Now you're gonna see some hinkiness because this game was not designed for widescreen. I'm using a modded version for that. So there'll be some things that were not meant to be displayed. You'll see as we go in. But I still quite like this intro here. It's just using the visuals to tell the story, and we're doing a gradual fly-in to what appears to be a giant sea mine in space. And now here's our protagonist. My bad. These should have subtitles, and I screwed it.
Hit me.
Hasn't there been enough of that?
Have a heart.
You want to dead us, kids?
Anyone else throwing me out of windows lately?
Did you notice that? That's the actor knowing he has to raise his voice to jab at the goon as he leaves. It's a subtle detail, but that's the level this game's on. I can't say enough good things about the VA direction. We continue.
You want some real advice? Find a job. It's amazing how many of your problems it'll solve.
You think? Anything on SenderNet?
Yeah, she's not in a great mood, and
Nothing you're sober enough for.
we'll find out why.
Bums don't have offices.
An office isn't a storage room in a cheap bar, Boots.
Hey.
Alright, class, pencils down. So how'd you do? Let's review. We're in the space future, and our setting is a strange, shifting planetoid that serves as a hub for galactic transportation. Our protagonist, Sly Boots, is your standard down-on-his-luck detective looking for a job. Threatened by the mob over unpaid debts, he pounces on the first lead he finds, which of course is going to spiral into a grand adventure across space. Standard stuff, right? But you got most of that without a single word of dialogue. You show the spaceships coming and going, this sweeping flyby that progressively zooms in on the moving city, closing in on Boots' office as he's getting the shit beat out of him. There are strange elements to the setting, but they're grounded by a very classic scenario. You immediately get the sense of what's happening, who the protagonist is, and what kind of story you're in for, and that's your anchor point as the game walks you through the actual setting. Yeah, short game, right?
Was it something I said?
But anyway, time for a money shot that shows off what kind of world we're dealing with here. We're living in the Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo universe, and people are walking on the ceiling. This is from 2001, so we're at least 23 years old by now.
I hate this place.
Now we get somewhere. Anyway, up the wall we go. All it cost you was setting someone on fire. Quite.
Regardless, I know things. For example, one of Detz's crash doctors threw a private dick out a window today, just a few blocks away from here.
Oh yeah.
Flung like a rag doll.
What's your rate, Chunker?
Strictly a quid pro quo arrangement. I believe the free exchange of information should be the goal of every civilized society. Don't you think? Keeps everyone just a little more honest.
Okay. Someone's on fire just around the corner. This area is closed off until he puts himself out. Remind me of those weirdo French sci-fi fantasy comics. I could see that, yeah. They're definitely drawing for some... They're definitely taking a more offbeat presentation with their universe than you usually got from stuff from this era.
Excuse me.
No, come on in. I could use the company.
You'll note there's nothing actually in the security room except for the guard, so I assume they just kind of stand there all day. It's basically a closet. Wait for it.
Smartass.
I heard you were hiring for a plunder job in the tunnels. I thought...
Who told you that?
Dianimo?
My last hero sallied forth and got her limbs ripped off. How are you any better than her?
I'm a professional.
Prove it. Bring me the helmet of a Nox guard,
I can do that. That's easy.
size 5.
Brother, I'll be back in 10 minutes.
I choose to be happy. Good for you. You gotta be the most enthusiastic person you know. That's my motto. I couldn't agree more. Now can I have the helmet?
Data beefed up security since the Dianimo fiasco. Getting into the tunnels might be trouble.
We'll deal.
Here, take this and plug it in your ear. You'll understand every language from here to the Traeger anomaly.
So now we can
Spiffy.
talk to
Where'd
the
you pull
aliens
this
that we weren't
baby
able to
from?
talk to before.
The Nox guard helmet. Linguinators became standard issue 2 months ago.
Really? How'd they communicate with the aliens before that?
They beat 'em up.
Eddie, like myself, gathers information. Although not the most reputable of callings, I realize, Eddie has elevated our lowly profession into nothing less than an art form. No fact is too small, no shred of data too insignificant. He follows each thread of information, each string of thought, juggling this raw data in his mind until a pattern emerges. Look around you. Eddie owns this place. He owns it in the most devious way possible. In his mind. Make no mistake, Detective. Eddie knows. It was a pleasure, Detective.
Likewise, Shoeshine. What's your secret?
You would be surprised how rarely people look up.